Morning. So I'm out on what I think hopefully is going to be my first training ride of the build up to London and Brighton in September. I've entered London to Brighton September the 23rd, off-road, 61 miles, so further than I've ever been. So hopefully today is going to be my first training ride. I'm here in Sandwell Valley. I am about to head down Tame Valley Canal, through Brookvale Park, Whitton Lakes to Sutton Park, and then back down the New Hall Valley Way, and back up the Tame Valley Canal and into Perry Hall Park. So it's about 50k. And yeah, I'm out on my mountain bike and it's nice and quiet because it's still quite early. So let's see how we get on. So I'm at the Tame Valley Canal, where the path that's behind me that you can see coming up the hill from Sandwell Valley meets the Tame Valley Canal. We're about halfway along the Tame Valley because it starts at Walsall and ends down at Spaghetti Junction. So we're about halfway along here. We're going to go down towards Spaghetti. We're not quite going to go that far though. We're going to get off just before there. Nice long straight stretch of canal. Believe it or not, downhill all the way to Spaghetti Junction. Yeah, we're going to come back up it later, so I'll soon find out how uphill it is. But yeah, downhill all the way down. Nice long straight canal. It's lovely. See you at the bottom. finally made it into Sutton Park. Some trails and some gravel finally, so off the canal, off any roads. So it's actually much quieter than I anticipated, because it's normally pretty busy, especially on quite a nice day. A lot of dog walkers, quite a few cyclists. Hello bike. So as you can see, it's a huge park, one of the biggest in Europe, municipal parks. Loads of off-road, loads of gravel, loads of nice dirt roads like this. Nice and dry actually today. Again, was expecting it to be a bit more wet. So yeah, I'm going to have us ride around Sutton Park, and then I'm going to go through the town centre and pick up the New All Valley Way, the other side of the town centre. Managed to find a quiet spot in Sutton Park to eat my lunch, which is fairly unusual. Samosas. Yesterday was Eid, and our neighbour makes wonderful homemade samosas, so that's what I have. While it's quiet, let me give you a little bit of background. So 4 years ago now, in March actually, Dad died very suddenly from a massive heart attack. Nothing they could do to save him. Completely unexpected. So at the time, we raised a lot of money for the British Heart Foundation, almost £1,000. And one of the ways we did that was I did the London to Brighton bike ride, the road version, because it was on Father's Day, not long after he died. So 4 years down the line, and I've entered again, but this year I've entered the off-road one. 61 miles, London to Brighton. It's meant to be the toughest off-road charity ride in Europe. It's certainly the biggest. So the training starts here. Here I am in Sutton Park on a few rough trails. I'm not a very technical mountain biker. I like to go off-road, but I wouldn't say I do technical stuff. So I've got to learn. I've got 4 months. One of the reasons for doing the ride this year is because it's on the 23rd of September, which would have been Dad's birthday. So I might raise some money, I might not. More importantly, it's a good reason to get fit and to make a really valuable contribution to the British Heart Foundation. So here I am, first training ride, off we go. So I'm on the Coal Valley Way. I think it's probably called the New Hall Valley Way, or Coal Valley Way, I'm not sure. Anyway, it runs from Sutton Coldfield down towards Pipe Hayes, where I can jump back on the, I think it's Birmingham to Paisley Canal, which will take me up to Spaghetti Junction, and under Spaghetti Junction and up to back onto the Tame Valley Canal. So it's quite busy along here. You get a lot of dog walkers, a lot of runners, a lot of people walking about. But yeah, it's nice, as you can, I was going to say as you can see, but you can't. I'll show you. You get stretches where you get no one, and then you get lots of dog walkers. It's one of my favourite bits of cycle route actually around here. It's very green, you're following the river, and it's just lovely. It's a nice surface. It's just a really nice place to cycle. Back on the canal, followed the New Hall Valley Way all the way down Pipe Hayes Park, side of Pipe Hayes Park, and now I am back on the, I think, Birmingham Paisley Canal, Hanson's Bridge, heading to Spaghetti Junction. I must be about 2/3 of the way around, so not far to go now. Believe it or not, this is one of my favourite bits of canal in the city. I know it looks ropey and industrial and graffitied and rough, but I'm underneath Spaghetti Junction, and it doesn't matter how many times I cycle under here, it still never ceases to amaze me that I'm underneath Spaghetti Junction. Especially if you've driven over it, you'll know what it's like. This is also where the Grand Union Digbeth branch, the Paisley Canal and the Tame Valley Canal all join under here. There's a bit of a junction going on, so you can go down that way, back where I've just come from. You can go behind me, which is the Grand Union branch into Digbeth, or you can go the way that I am about to go, which is back up the Tame Valley to do the bit we didn't do earlier, and I'm going to turn off at the stadium. It's uphill now pretty much all the way home, but there we go, never mind. So back at the stadium, we're going to leave the canal here, and we're going to go through the grounds of the stadium. I'll see how far we can get, because every time I come down here different bits are closed, so I'm going to see how far I can get today. I may end up back on the road to go home. Yeah, I've done about 26 miles so far. It's been tough. That last bit of canal was tough because it was into a headwind all the way from where we joined it right back at Pipe Hayes. Yeah, almost there, so let's crack on. I'm going this way because I want to see if I can get through, because last time I came it was all blocked off. It's been a bit of a mess, to be honest, throughout the Commonwealth Games, before the games, now. So let's have a look and see what's open and what isn't. Here's the stadium, which, you know, is pretty nice, but the surroundings, as you can see, good old Birmingham City Council, they've just never bothered to finish it. So the games are over and they've just thought, oh well, don't need to do anything with it now. This lovely path here on the left, Goes all the way down to the Walsall Road. Guess what? Not open. Not open at the other end. So, you know, good old council. Everything's half finished. This is probably the best view as we come into here. I'm going to try and go this way and see if we can get through. It's nice. It just doesn't feel finished. I think they were meant to plant stuff along there and just didn't bother. So here we are, Birmingham Commonwealth Games 2022, half finished stadium. I believe it now belongs to Birchfield Harriers again. So I'm back, sitting in the garden, having a protein drink. I think I probably managed, I think it said 29.9 miles, which is really frustrating, but there we go. So probably just short of 50k, which is a really good start. The London to Brighton is double that. It's 61 miles, so what's that, 92 kilometres? So I've got some work to do, but I've got 4 months to do it in. I enjoyed that today. So it was tough in bits. There were some real headwinds coming up the canal. Enjoyed being in Sutton Park off the road. That was really nice, having a bit of trail riding. So yeah, onwards and upwards. I've got 4 months to do double the distance, so watch this space.